Hey guys, this intro segment is going to run a little long, so if you don't want to put up with it, I have included timestamps in the description for quick navigation to the important bits of the video. One of which will be a spoiler-free, out-of-character summary of things you need your party to be prepared for, in case anyone wants a little bit of metagaming and preparedness. Well, the other will be the scenario itself that you can skip directly to if you don't want to risk my attempts at being spoiler-free not quite being spoiler-free. Before I get to those, though, I wanted to briefly explain this for those not following the channel's Discord server or Facebook page. And I kind of got to the point of scripting this because I've already tried recording it about 3 times and just stumbled over my words so much that I felt the video was unwatchable. Anyway, some time ago, on both the Discord server and the Facebook page, I announced that I would like to try doing little D&D or roleplay scenarios here on the channel. And if this picks up, I might even try doing them as live streams for those who would like more immediately interactive experiences. Essentially, I thought it's fun enough to play games for you, and so it might be even more fun to try playing some games with you. Aside from the live stream scenarios, if I ever get that far, here's the general plan for how these are going to go. I'll do a short video split in 2 segments. 3 for this one because of this massive intro that's going to take up the majority of the video. But in the case of normal videos like this, the first segment, which is the second for this video, will be the metagame bit, where I try to, in as non-spoiler a way as possible, give you the gist of what your characters may need to be prepared for in order to progress through the scenario. The second piece will be me playing the role of a character that will set you on the path and get the scenario started. In future videos, I'd like to get better prepared and do in-character segment in costume with some kind of backdrop or green screen effect for a fitting background. But for this one, I really just want to get the ball rolling, so I'll just use my cat ears to draw the line between the out-of-character and in-character segments. So after watching the video, or at least the RP segment of the video, players wishing to act as party leaders or solo adventurers are to post a comment on the video with a brief introduction of their character and whatever they're doing or saying or whatever to put their character into the scene. It would be appreciated if, whether in parentheses in your comment or just somehow part of your character's description, you include whether it's you welcome being accompanied by a party or just want to go solo so others know who they can join. Meanwhile, those of you wishing to join someone else's party for this will be encouraged to reply to the comments of party leader players. Separate comment threads will be counted as alternate universes with different players starting their own copy of the adventure. Like with your character's general power and skill level, I'll have to just trust you on the honor system to not peek at the comment threads of parties ahead of your own to get hints that your character does not know yet to solve puzzles and such. So after your comments and your replies to each other's comments, I'll wait a minimum of 3 hours after these new comments are made on a video and other RP videos like it to allow for input from additional party members before I reply with how the actions of you and your party progress the story and move you through the world around you. To be fair, it might end up being like a whole day later by the time I get around to replying, just because I get distracted a lot. But I'm admitting that now, and will probably still be apologizing for it later. Anyway, I will tag the leader of each party as I respond to them, so players need only remember the name of their party leader to be able to ignore the progress of other parties if they choose to do so. Again, it's encouraged to ignore other parties and their comment threads until your own party has completed the entirety of the scenario, but I'm not the YouTube police, so if you don't mind spoiling it and can still play fairly in character without that extra metagame information, feel free. After that, we'll repeat this trade-off of comments to take turns progressing the story until your party has reached the end of the scenario, and you'll get some form of congratulations from me in my my final comment in your party's thread. I might even reward the first party to finish each scenario with a short 3 to 5 minute in-character video as some NPC wrapping up their story. I'm still not sure whether I feel like I'm up for doing that or not, but if I do, I'll also need some form of pronunciation key for the names of characters in that party. Maybe I'll just take some feedback from the community as to whether you want that. Anyway, onto that metagame and prep stuff that I mentioned. Those of you who want to know only what their characters know in each scenario are welcome to skip this segment in each video, so I'll try keeping it as short as possible, and of course include a timestamp link for where the scenario itself starts. Also, I don't care if you're prepared via tools, finesse, magic, brute force, or some other means, as I'm a fairly forgiving DM, and anything that can do the job will do the job within reason. In this particular scenario, you'll be playing a group of entry-level adventurers, like just straight-up newbies to the guild, so nothing too flashy or powerful in your bag of tricks yet. I'll have to be trusting you on the honor system to hold yourselves to that. And that being, or maybe I could delete comments from people who do stuff that is just way beyond what a newbie should be able to. I don't want to step too far into that territory. I'm going to stick to the honor system as much as I can, but if there's anything way overboard, I'll delete your comment. That being said, for this scenario, you and your party may need to be prepared for squeezing through tight spaces, moving heavy debris, seeing in low-lit environments, and passing through blocked doors. On to the scenario then. I suppose this assignment is as good a welcome to the guild as any. I'm going to be frank with you. I didn't call you aside because I saw some sort of secret potential in you, or anything of the sort. I just needed this job off of my hands, and the guild's A-listers feel it's beneath them. And I don't have the free time to do it myself. You might already be familiar with the story, as it's been passing around in rumor for weeks now. But on the east end of town is a house that's been abandoned for years, possibly even decades. In recent months, the neighbors to that house have been hearing strange noises coming from it. You'll probably want to talk with the farmer, Doran Gunson, or the baker, Kate Morthrip. Those two are the neighbors who seem the most concerned, so I would assume they'll have the most information about it. Don't worry about any serious... I wouldn't be worried about any serious dangers, anyhow. I'm sure this is just a matter of that old rickety house finally falling apart. But we do need to look into it anyway. Even if only to get that shrieking gnome off my back. Well, you have your orders. Carry on.